Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now on the 4th of August 2021. This video's been kind of inspired by a comment I saw under one of my previous videos by a viewer, so thanks for the inspiration. And I won't say the name just in case they don't want me to say it on a public platform, but the essence of what they were saying is that they were out somewhere and they met up with kind of an old friend or acquaintance, old work colleague I think it was, who they hadn't seen for quite a while. And the topic of conversation came round to the old Matt, and when the viewer of this channel said about his position that he wasn't going to have it, his old work colleague basically went insane pretty much, and he had a right old rant at him, and he came out with this line that a lot of them are coming out with now. Well, you know, if you don't get it, and anyone who doesn't get it, they should just not be eligible for November Hotel Sierra service, any kind of service from them, if they get ill or have an accident, and basically just be left to die. Now, if you think along those sort of lines, you need to be aware of just how dangerous a road that is that you're treading there, because if that does come to pass, well, where does it end? Okay, you know, anyone who refuses to get that will be the first to be refused service, but then who's next? Smokers, maybe even ex-smokers. Well, you know, it's self-inflicted. Don't expect to come to us for any sort of treatment for any sort of illnesses you get. And then maybe it's drinkers of alcohol, obviously. Well, that's self-inflicted. Yeah, don't come to us if you feel ill at all. And then it will get to obesity. Well, that's self-inflicted. You know, why should we treat you? You did it to yourself. And you know, you can sort of go and take a hike. And then it might stretch to political dissidents, anyone speaking out at all against the narrative and the government. Well, you know, so they should be refused treatment as well. And then where does it end up? Eventually it will be you who is on the receiving end of that kind of nonsense, and it'll be you left out on the street outside your nearest place that starts with the letter H, and it will be you just sort of dying out on the pavement in the cold and the wet. So before you go down that road, just have a think, a very, very careful think. Now, there's like a little, I think it's kind of a poem. I've seen it on YouTube comments, but not for a while. And if you know it and you can provide either a link to it or just put it in the comment section below, that would be fantastic, because I can only remember a tiny part of it, but it kind of goes along the lines of, and I think this pertains to the situation that was in Germany in the 1930s, and it was something like, it kind of goes something like, first of all, they came for the political dissidents, but that was okay because I'm not a political dissident. Then they came for the trade unionists, but that was okay because I'm not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, but that's okay because I'm not Jewish, etc., etc. And then it finished with something along the lines of, finally they did come for me because there wasn't anyone else left. And I think that kind of ties in really well with what I was saying a minute ago. And if I can find that poem, you know, if you can help me find it and sort of post it for me, what I'll do is in a future video I'll read it out from start to finish, and I'll also give you a shout out as well. So I'll call in for your help, but I'll give you a shout out if that's what you want me to do. So I'll leave it there with those thoughts. Back tomorrow. Tim from Fair Play Now. Thanks for watching.